Hey, this is Chris Johnson, and I just watched fucking Alabama advance in the college football playoff, and it reminded me of a tweet by God. Do you follow the tweet of God? It's a good follow, but God said, I admire Alabama's single-minded determination to be great at college football and be bad at everything else. Ain't that the fucking truth? Sure, Alabama's high 40s in education. You know how many national championships they've won? I did want to find something that Alabama was good at because I don't want to shit all over Alabama. I mean, fuck them. But, like, you kind of feel bad. Like, people live in Alabama. I'm sure Alabama isn't just filled with the stereotypical hicks. I did find something. I perused a lot of lists. You know what they're really strong at? Porn consumption. According to Pornhub, those motherfuckers log the second highest views on the website. Alabama likes to look at dicks. Anyway, this is the first podcast of 2022, and I wanted to start it by shitting all over Alabama. You know how, like, a lot of publications will do like year-end lists, and a lot of times it's just like dog shit. Like some stuff might be good, like maybe like year-end movies or year-end albums if you're into like a specific genre of music. Like maybe you can find out about something that you didn't know about. But like sometimes like sports websites will do like year in review, and it'll be like, hey, fucking Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl last year. Yeah, no shit. You fucking tell me every goddamn week that they're the defending champs. Like, I fucking know they won a Super Bowl last year. I fucking know I watched it. I didn't forget that. You don't have to fucking remind me of that shit. They'll do it in, like, fucking news, too. They'll be like, there was fucking wildfires over the summer. Yeah, no shit. I watched California burn. But I did get a little interested in my own little selfish year-end list. I've never actually looked at like how many people listen to particular episodes. I don't really give a fuck. I don't really follow my own metrics. It stresses me the fuck out. Like I don't want to know like what the fuck is going on out there. I know enough people listen for me to keep doing this, and I enjoy it, so I keep doing it. But like I'm never like, oh man, the fucking numbers are going up or down or whatever the fuck. I try to ignore it. But the way they fucking tally the metrics is relatively easy. It's easy for me to check if I give enough of a shit about it to check. Now, I don't know really how they come across these numbers, and not all the numbers compute, like Facebook numbers don't go into Podbean numbers and all that shit. But I did take a look at both places to see which fucking podcast was listened to most of all in 2021. There were two different ones. The Facebook one was different than the Podbean one. On Facebook, the most listened to podcast was me shitting all over that fucking piece of shit Cole Beasley. The dumb fucking hick asshole motherfucker who is still out because of COVID protocols. Or is he? They changed the rules, I think. I don't know. And he took responsibility for it by blaming the rule. It's a real fucking team guy, huh? Listen, it wasn't my fault that I didn't play last week. It's the rule's fault. It's like saying it's not O.J. Simpson's fault he killed his wife and a waiter. It's the fucking knife's fault. It's the rules against murder. That's why he went to fucking trial. You know how fucking stupid that is? I'm so fucking tired of Beasley and all these dumb fucking athletes and their stupid fucking opinions because they seem to act like they shouldn't be criticized for having a dumb fucking opinion. They say stuff like, oh man, we can't disagree anymore. No, we can disagree, but I don't have to pretend your stupid fucking opinion is valid. If some motherfucker walks up to me and is like, my opinion is that 2 + 2 = 5, I don't have to pretend that it's a valid opinion. If my fucking opinion was, I think I should have the right to wind up and kick every single NFL player in the fucking dick, and you can't disagree with me because it's just my opinion, people will be like, you're a fucking moron. Just because you have an opinion doesn't mean it's a sane opinion that should be treated rationally. Not every opinion is fucking created equal, for fuck's sake. But anyway, that one was high. Facebook people like that one. The Podbean, the host of the podcast and all the other podcasting sites, they liked me getting bailed on 2 days before the wedding. I had a wedding date, like 5 weeks set up in advance, and 2 days before the wedding date, had to work or something, and I didn't take it well. And I made a fucking podcast about it. It is fucking nice to know that my intense anger at Cole Beasley and just my crushing depression and like low points, I'm fucking glad to know that that's what people grab onto. I'm glad that you identify with that shit. I took a look at the Podbean numbers first and I was like, episode 5, whatever the fuck. I was like, ooh, that's the highest so far. And that was like in fucking like September. Like this is kind of an inexact science too, because theoretically the January ones have been out longer. So like they have a chance to be listened to more. They've been on the market more. And I thought to myself like, Jesus Christ, like this podcast was built on the bones of my fucking divorce. And people seem to be into those ones too. Like if I fucking have missteps and tell you about those missteps, people seem to be really fucking into that shit. I mean, I guess I'm into that shit. I'm fucking talking about that shit. Nobody ever like talks to me about that shit though. So like, I don't know like how it's really going over. Like, I don't know like if people are like hate listening to it. Like, listen to this piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like if there's like a really big Beasley fan out there, like, I don't know if they just listen to it over and over and just get themselves riled up. Or like if somebody thinks like, Chris Johnson, you're a huge piece of shit. I'm fucking glad that nothing works out for you. I'm fucking thrilled that you had to go to that fucking wedding alone. Hey, man, whatever fucking makes you happy, you know? If my misery makes you happy, then good, man. I hope to continue that. Although I hope there's not like too much more misery. But if I know my fucking history, there's fucking going to be. I don't go out there like looking for misery. It just seems to find me. Like that wedding shit. Like I was jacked up for fucking weeks about that. That's what made it so fucking difficult. I don't know if I'm ever gonna fucking tally this shit up again. This might just be a fucking one-time deal. It was just on my fucking mind. Because all this stuff's going on around me right now. I'm like a fucking toddler. You're dangling the keys in front of their fucking face, and then you fucking hide it. They don't know where it is. Probably not like a toddler. They have object permanence. I'm talking about infants. Infants have no object permanence. That's kind of like how I am with like fucking topics. You dangle this shit in front of my face, like, I'll fucking talk about it right now. I'm gonna forget about this shit by the time I fucking cut it up. But I'll be back Sundays and Wednesdays. Podbean is the host. Every fucking episode's there. I pimped it pretty fucking hard today, Podbean. I'm also on Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts and iHeartRadio and I don't know, whatever else do I say? Spotify. I'm forgetting these fucking sites. There's too many sites. I'm in more places than that too. Also on Facebook, I pimp that shit as well. I'm on Twitter, Johnson Hates You, and on Instagram. That's it, maybe 5 minutes.